This is Walter White. And I am too. Now, if you're wondering why I'm dressed up as Walter White, it's because this is actually a part 2 video of me recapping the whole Breaking Bad series. Now, if you have not seen part 1, don't go nowhere, okay? Big Papa Will is gonna recap part 1 for you real quick. Walt and Jesse are both drug dealers. They get kidnapped by a big drug dealer named Tuco Salamanca. And he finna kill Walt and Jesse for playing with his money. And right as Tuco is about to kill him, Hank pulls up, Walt's brother-in-law, who also happens to be a DEA agent, which pretty much means all he do all day is catch drug dealers. Walt and Jesse hide because Walt sells drugs too. So if Hank sees Walt here, Walt's done. So Hank and Tuco have a shootout. Boo, 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 boo. Bah, 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 bah. And Hank kills Tuco. That's part 1 pretty much. So while Hank is focused on Tuco, Walt and Jesse run. Now mind y'all, they still in the desert, okay? They just walking and they walking and they walking. And so they flag down this pickup truck filled with Mexicans. Walt hop in and Jesse get home as well. But Walt needs an excuse. He can't just say, oh, hey wife, I've been selling drugs and this kidnapper who also sells drugs came and kidnapped me and your brother-in-law Hank almost pulled up and caught us again. He can't tell her that. So Walt does what any logical man would do. He strips down butt naked and walks in the grocery store. He walks in the grocery store and lets his nuts hang over the frozen food section. It may seem crazy, but that's the point. Y'all playing checkers, Walt always playing chess. And so Skyler, his wife, and Walter Jr., his son, both come to the hospital and he playing this amnesia game. Like, oh, I don't know what happened. Walter Jr. is like, you know, Uncle Hank was in the shootout? Walt was like, what? Hank got in the shootout? Well, is he all right? Chess. Walt is out the hospital now. So he meet up immediately with Jesse for a game plan. They agree on no contact for a little bit, okay? Don't look at me, don't call me, don't even breathe next to me. Skyler start getting suspicious. She like, you acting like you hiding something from me. He can't tell Skyler he sell drugs. She's stressing out. She's pregnant. Her belly is huge, like she's about to pop any day now at this point. Her husband is a liar and he has cancer. Now, what would any pregnant woman do, right? What would a pregnant woman do? She would pull over and smoke a cigarette. That's what she would do. I guess she felt like, you know what, since Walt has lung cancer, let's give myself and the baby lung cancer. Walt actually finds out because she got sloppy and tried flushing her pack of cigarettes down the toilet. Walt is like, are these cigarettes? Skyler, you're pregnant. She like, I feel bad, but I was stressed out. Walt is like, this is so unlike you. And Skyler is like, unlike me, you don't even know me. Skyler just switching up. Like, she like, look, you not telling me nothing, I can do what I want to do. Now, for those who don't know, Walt and Jesse were cooking meth in the RV and Jesse's basement. Now, Jesse comes home only to find out his parents have found the meth lab in the basement. They say, hey, Jesse, get the fuck out. They own Jesse's house. They putting out couches, fridges, everything. Jesse is stressing out. Even though Walt and Jesse agreed on no contact, Jesse calls Walt's house phone. Yo, Mr. White, I'm being kicked out. Jesse is gonna be homeless in the next 5 minutes. As fast as they pulling out beds and shit, he say, look, Mr. White, I'm calling because I need some cash. And Walt is like, what part of no contact do you not understand? He can't even talk on the phone because Skyler is already suspicious. Jesse blowing the house phone down. So Walt rips the house phone out the socket. He like, we're done. So now Jesse is a broke boy. He decides to stay in a motel. So one random day, he in there chilling. Boom! Door get kicked down. And guess who it is? Hank and Steve Gomez, the DEA. They came for him. They came for your boy. Hank arrests Jesse, and now Jesse is being interrogated. He say, Jesse, when I killed Tuco, I seen your car there. I wonder what's that about? Jesse is like, I don't know. I was in the motel the whole time. You were in the motel the whole time. He's like, yes, that's what I'm telling you. Hank is like, let's ask somebody about that. Hank brings in, y'all know where this finna go. For those who don't know, this is Tuco's Tio. He was there when Walt and Jesse was getting kidnapped, all that. He's seen everything. He knows every detail of what happened. Can't stand Walt or Jesse. He hate both of them. Only catch is he can't talk. And the only way he communicates is through this bell. This bell may look innocent, y'all, but don't let it fool you. Jesse is like, look at him. He don't even know what planet he on. So Steve asks him, he say, Mr. Salamanca, are you on Mars? You don't ring that bell. Put this thing down. Are you on Saturn? Are you on Earth? Here we go. Mr. Salamanca, is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday? Is it Monday? So he's all there. Hank and Steve ask him, was Jesse Pinkman at your house this weekend? Grandpa lean over towards Hank and start shitting his pants. He didn't snitch. Steve knew it. He was like, this is an OG thug. He ain't snitching, even though he hate Jesse and he hate Walt. He's still solid. Now they still don't got nothing on Jesse. Hank and Steve have to let Jesse go. Jesse is living in the RV now. He's still homeless, but not in jail. Back at the Walter White household, Walt is tired. He on the couch. He's like, Skyler, please, can we just talk? Skyler sit down with him. I've been a bad husband. I'm so sorry. You have to understand I'm dying. And so she like, look, I get it. You're dying. It's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. Everybody's stressed out. All you gotta do is just tell me what's been going on. I just wanna know. And then Walt say, tell you what. So Skylar pack her shit up again. Skylar, what do you want me to say? Tell you what? Tell you what? You still lying? How you gonna sit me down and still not tell me the truth? So Skylar get in her car. Walt chase her outside, bang on her window. Skylar, what? Tell you what, Skylar, what? Skylar say, yeah. But as Skylar backing out, Walt sees something. The RV parked outside of his house. Walt is like, I know this is not who I think it is. And who else is it other than our boy Jesse? And he bang on the door. He get in the RV. What are you doing outside of my house? And Jesse's like, look, Mr. White, I just need my half of the money. Walt is like, your half? There is no your half. It's only my all of it. Jesse's like, we're 50-50 partners, Mr. White. I've been meaning to ask you about that because what exactly do you do here? You're just a junkie, a drug addict. What if Skylar seen you, huh? Jesse's like, I didn't think about that. You don't think. That's what you don't do. You're too stupid, Jesse. You're too stupid. You're just a dirty junkie, a drug addict. And Jesse pushed Walt head against the wall. And so they tussling. He's strangling the fuck out of Walt. He's like, Jesse finna hit him with a crazy hook to the face. Walt talking about some, do it. Jesse like, he didn't hit Walt. Because at the end of the day, it's still Mr. White. So now, humbled, Walt go in and grab Jesse half of the money. All it took was a little bit of an ass whooping and Walt giving Jesse his half of the money. So Jesse buys an apartment from Jane, who also happens to be a sobered up drug addict. Jane works for her dad, who really owns the whole apartments, right? Jane is like, do you have a job? How are you gonna pay for the apartment? And Jesse trying to sweet talk her, but she like Jesse. So she give him the apartment and some leeway. Make sure you paying me and then my dad will be cool. So now Jesse beat up Walt, got his money, got a new girlfriend and an apartment. Jesse back on top. Walt is like, look, I got some bills due. Let's get back in business. Since Jesse has a new apartment, Walt and Jesse decide, okay, let's store all the meth in there because it'll be safer than me having it. We need more money though. We need more money. We don't need just us doing it. We need a whole empire doing it. Walt trying to get in his bag. Walt trying to get on his Jeff Bezos shit. He say, I need this shit global. He hires one of Jesse's friends named Badger, another drug addict. But since Badger absolutely sucks at selling drugs, he eventually gets caught by who? He gets caught by Hank and Steve. They like, who do you work for? Because I know you're not the main guy. Badger is like, some guy named Heisenberg, I don't know. Then Hank is like, Heisenberg, I knew it. Whoever the fuck Heisenberg is gonna get it. But little does Hank know, Heisenberg be at all the family cookouts. Heisenberg be on the grill. As Badger is gonna get locked up, how can we get him out? Jesse suggests, let's get a criminal lawyer. Let's not get any old criminal lawyer. Let's really get a criminal lawyer. And that's where we get introduced to Saul Goodman, an excellent con artist lawyer. He manages to get Badger out of jail. Now Walt is like, who is this? Who is this Saul? Walt asks Saul, hey, how could I get my business game up? Saul don't care. All Saul care about is money. He say, look, I'll tell you, but I need some of that, okay? Walt gives Saul some cash. Saul say, look, I know a guy. Meet this hypothetical guy at Los Pollos Hermanos, a restaurant. It's pretty much a Mexican Popeyes. Jesse and Walt is both waiting there like, where is this guy who's gonna bring our business up to a 10? Walt and Jesse both order some food from this random manager dude. Still nobody showing up. Walt and Jesse end up leaving. Walt calls Saul and he like, the dude wasn't there. I don't see no drug dealing people there. Then Saul is like, he was there. The next day, Walt goes back up there. Then he look at this dude again. Hey, sir, can I have some fried chicken and 5 minutes of your time? So this dude is like, okay, sure, I'll sit down with you. This is Gus Fring. Him and Walt sit down, and Walt is like, I think you're the guy I'm looking for. Saul told me that this dude was top notch, was quiet, he was careful. I think me and you are pretty similar that way. And he say, I don't think we're alike at all. I think you're actually sloppy. You brought in a junkie to a business meeting and he was high. He's high often, isn't he? And then Walt is like, he's my boy. Well, so we in business or what's up? And then Gus say, have a good day. And he get up and leave. So next day, Walt get a call from some guy, meet me at Los Pollos right now, or it's no deal ever in life. Time for business with the big boys. Some random man stop him and say, it's 38 pounds, 1.2 million, 1 hour. Walt is like, what? 1.2 million for 38 pounds, in or out. Walt agrees. Now mind you, Jesse and Jane are getting higher than they've ever gotten in their entire lives. They passed out and Walt is blowing his phone down. He's like, Jesse! Walt pull up to his place and he bang on the door. Jesse! 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 Jesse not answering. Walt beats the door down and he sees Jesse and Jane passed out. So Walt grabs the meth, and as Walt is grabbing the meth, he gets a call from Marie, Skylar's sister, and Marie says, Skylar is about to give birth. This really can't get no worse. Walt is like, what? About to give birth? Marie is like, where are you? I'm on my way right now. He's lying though. He's really on his way to bring meth to Gus. Jesse still passed out, packing it up. Walt manages to get the meth to Gus. He gets his 1.2 million. By the time Walt gets to the hospital, he's already missed the birth. He missed the birth of his child, all for a drug deal. Skylar is not really pressed right now because he's kind of happy with a baby. And actually, let's check this child's lungs because we got Miss Skylar White smoking like a chimney, put blame on both parents. When Jesse wakes up, he like, hey, I got all the calls. Where's my half? No. Walt is like, now you can leave me alone because there is no your half on this deal. And miss my daughter's birth is really mine. While you were out getting high with your junkie girlfriend, I was making money. Jesse throws some glass at Walt. And so they beefing again. Jane finds out Walt owed Jesse money. owe him $500,000 plus. Jesse has told Jane the whole story. Walt is a drug dealer, chemistry teacher, brother-in-law is a DEA agent. Jane called Walt and is like, teacher turned drug dealer. How would that look on the news? Walt is like, you bitch. Fine. You take your money, I'll take mine, and let's never speak again. Let's stop all this. We're done. Walt, bring her the money. Jane and Jesse say, you know what? Fuck Walt. We are rich. Like, we can run away and go anywhere we want to go. Over $500K, they gone. Let's celebrate by getting high one last time. While that's happening, at the White household, everything's all happy. They got a brand new baby. Everything's all good at the White household until Skylar say, you know what, Walt? I want you out of the house. Walt is like, what? All that stuff from before, still valid now. You lying to me? All these games you playing with me? I want you out of the house. Walt life is in shambles. He like, oh my God. I'm gonna go say sorry to Jesse for calling his girlfriend a junkie and calling him a junkie. I'm gonna go say sorry. They're high as a kite, knocked out. And so Walt lets himself in. And what does he see? Jane choking on her own vomit. Walt is about to save her and he stops. He lets Jane die. He say, she's bad for business. She tried to take all my cash and my partner. Jane dies and Walt could have saved her. Jesse thinks that he did it and they was getting high. He caused her death, not even knowing Walt was there and Walt could have stopped it. Her dad pulls up for to knock Jesse out. He losing his mind. If y'all know what happened with him, y'all know. And now Walt is staying in a motel because he don't live with his family no more. One day, Skylar pull up with the divorce papers. She said, we're done. One last chance. Tell me the truth. What's been going on with you, Walt? And he say, Skylar, what you want me to say? She say, you're a drug dealer. And that's where I'm gonna end part 2. If you enjoyed this video and want to see a part 3, be sure you like, subscribe, do all different things down below. I love you, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Gone. You're too stupid. You're just a dirty junkie, a drug addict. And Jesse pushed Walt head against the wall. And so they tussling. He's strangling the fuck out of Walt.